Okay, in these advanced example solve videos, I'll also do 2 white cross solves followed by 3 color neutral solves. So let's have a look around the cube and see what we can do for a white cross. So we've got here, 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 here. Those are the positions of our 4 edge pieces. And I also see that this corner is attached to this edge. And I'm trying to figure out whether there's some sort of nice extended cross that we can do based on this. And I guess we can do something. So I'm trying to figure out where the edge is for this corner, and it's back here. And what I'm going to do is actually do an extended cross. So I'm going to do a U2 first to move this one out of the way, and also we've got this one. Then we can do a DR to insert this one and orient this edge, or make this edge easy to insert. Then when we do an L2, that brings up this edge, which is attached to this corner, and we can do an F. So now I've got this with this block, and all we need to do to insert this edge is do a U before inserting our last cross edge, and then do a D2, and now we've solved an extended cross with the pair at the back left. So that's really, quite useful. Now, let's go ahead and solve our F2L. What we do notice is that all of our F2L edges are oriented. So this one's oriented, this one's oriented, this one's oriented, which is going to make our life very easy because we won't have to do any rotations in order to solve our F2L pairs very quickly. So let's start out by solving the pairing to the back right. That seems like the best thing to do at the moment because the pair in the back right can be fairly easily inserted. So we've got these two, which we can pair up like that. And then I might do a U2. Well, I don't know if I necessarily see this in a solve, but I could do a U2. And then because I've got this corner piece down here and this edge piece up here, doing a U2 like that, and then doing R prime U2 R, pairs these up. And then, again, I don't know if I'd see this in a solve, probably not if I'm going really quickly, but instead of doing a straight insertion RU prime R prime, we can go U to pair up these two and insert these two with RU2 R prime, like that. And then our last F2L case is one of those. Now, based on this OLL, I know that if I do the OLL algorithm, the standard OLL algorithm, it will preserve this block, and this block will go over here. And I also know that I'm going to have a J permutation after this because I know what this does to corners. I know what this OLL algorithm does to corner permutation, and based on this COLL, I know that I will get 2 adjacent corners that need to be swapped over on this left-hand side. And I'm going to preserve this block, so it's going to be a J permutation. And these two end up here. So I know it's going to be the JB permutation because we've got a block, the block that ends up here. Like that. And we've got the bar on the right-hand side here. So we just do a U2 and then a J permutation algorithm. Okay, next solve. Let's see what we've got. Nothing particularly easy. Kind of just a standard cross is what I would go with. So I might go with something like R2, U prime, wide R, like that, and then R prime FR. Just because that's quite an easy, quite a finger trick friendly solution. And then for the first F2L pair, I mean, I could do these two or I could do these two. These two I can do in a kind of more fancy way without doing a rotation, like that. And then I would go ahead and do these two. However, I would probably prefer to rotate that way and then do these two like this by hiding the edge and then inserting the pair. This is because now I have 2 F2L slots solved on my left-hand side, and depending on how things go, I might be able to do most of the last 2 F2L slots using my right hand. Unfortunately, this F2L edge is misoriented, but we have a decent case. We can just insert that, and then for our last pair, we can take it out and do that. Now I've got OLL, and I know based on this OLL that this edge will come to this position, and this block over here will be preserved. So it's basically the OLL algorithm for this case just does a 3 cycle of edges like this. So I'm watching that. I know I've got this block and no other blocks at all around the cube, so I have a G permutation. Okay, now it's time to be color neutral, and let's check out what sort of cross solutions we have here. I think yellow seems to be okay, and I can kind of see my first pair after I solve it. So if I do an F prime L to insert these two, and then R Y U R prime, the F prime L will move this corner to this position and this edge to this position. And then when I do R Y U R prime, the edge will end up here and the corner will end up over here. So F prime L, R, Y U, R prime, like that. And now I've got this first F2L pair. So what I'm going to do is rotate this way and insert it into the back right slot. Then the only other F2L pair that I see it's feasible to do without a rotation of these two. Now I've got a couple of different options. I might, or based on this, I can see that, yeah, this is kind of a tricky case. Based on this, I can see that I've got the yellow sticker of this corner piece on the left-hand side here, and this yellow and this F2L edge here. So what I can do is LU, L prime, U, RU, R prime, and now I've got this last F2L pair to insert into the slot. I can either rotate this way or rotate this way. Because I'm a right-hander, I'll probably rotate this way, and then insert it. Now I've got OLL, and then J permutation for PLL. Okay, this is a pretty easy scramble for a lot of different cross colors, but the one that really sticks out to me is red right now. So I've got these two and this one. So these two are correct. This one isn't correct relative to these two. And then we've also got this cross edge, which we need to replace, well, we need to change with this one. And we've also got this corner piece attached to this cross edge. So if we do a D, R prime, D prime, R from this angle, then we're going to have a situation in which we can easily do some keyhole, and the edge piece that needs to go into this slot to attach to this corner is just over here. So we can do a D, R prime, D prime, R, like that. And then also, before we insert this edge piece, we also notice we've got this F2L pair here, which won't move at all when we're solving this edge piece. So do D, R prime, D prime, R, and we can rotate R prime, U prime, R, D to finish off that keyhole, to finish off that X cross using keyhole. Then we can go straight away and solve this F2L pair, like that. And as I was doing that, I saw these two came into a nice position. So after I've done that, I've got my two F2L slots solved in the back, and I've got this case over on the left-hand side as well. This is not a good case, so I would prefer to solve the easier case in the hope that it would change this difficult case into a slightly easier case as well. And also this was the first thing that I saw. So like that, and because our edge is oriented, we can do it like that. Now, this is one of my favorite kind of strange things to do. So if I have this OLL case, and particularly if I have this this corner permutation where I have two corners which need to be diagonally swapped, so I have the double headlights with two matching stickers on either side like that. If I know that if I do a 6-move OLL, then that will give me a TZBLL with all of my corners permuted. So based on this this CLL case, I know that if I do my 6-move through-rough algorithm, which swaps two corners diagonally, I'll end up with, a 2GLL basically. And then it's one of the easiest ones for T, which is just, it's like a Z permutation. So U and then RU2, RU for R prime, and then send from the back, like that. Okay, last solve of this video. Let's check out what is going on with this scramble. Doesn't seem to be too much going on. I guess the best thing to do would probably be to do the yellow cross. So I think what I would go for is to solve these three pieces into the cross and maintain this one whilst preserving this F2L pair back here. So I could do something like R, U, and then F, R prime, L, D, like that. And that keeps this F2L pair from being destroyed, and also means that I can go straight away and insert it into my front right slot there. However, after doing that, we're a little bit screwed because there's kind of nothing at all going on around the cube. I honestly don't know what I would do here in a solve. I'd probably just rotate like this. Yeah, this is a really difficult situation. Probably just rotate like this and do this F2L pair. Like that. Now I've got these two which belong here, and also got this corner and this edge. So what I would do is rotate like this, solve these two into the back left slot, and then solve this one here. Now I could either do F, R prime, F prime, R, or U prime, R prime, U, R, like that. It's kind of whatever you're more comfortable with and whatever's faster. In this situation, I'm not going to really be affecting the edge orientation at all. So I'll go like that. Then OLL, which I know is also OLL CP, and then PLL.